Yo, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, man. I want to start off by by saying something that I believe needs to be talked about. It really does need to be talked about. Um, this is a very interesting subject. Um, a very interesting subject. So listen, I I want to talk about what is a credit score. Like, really, what is a credit score? What's up, Karen? Kareem, I'm sorry. What's going on, Tanya? Let me know where y'all tuned in from. Where you tuned in from? Samantha, what's going on, family? What's going on? For some odd reason, it's not even telling me how many people are actually sitting here watching. This is crazy. But let's get to it, yo. Listen, so I want to talk about this, man, because I think we get it confused. I think we genuinely get it confused on what exactly is a credit score. So I remember being on a date, and we never made it to a second date. And as I'm evolving in this money space, man, I was talking to some other people, some other young ladies, and some other guys. So I'm like, hey, what are your things that you want to talk about when it comes to finances and when it comes to dating and finances? And it was like, man, if their credit score is below a 500, if their credit score is below a 600, if their credit score is below this, then I can't deal with them because it lets me know how they deal with their money. And I'm like, well, that's false. That's false. That's false. I want to ask y'all this question. I want to ask y'all this question. I'm going to create a poll. Let me go ahead and create a poll right now. I want to create a poll. How many of you care about your partner's credit score? I want to see. I do. Not really. Do you care about your partner's credit score? Let's start a poll. All right, let's start a poll. Let's start a poll, y'all. Fill it in for me. Do you care about your partner's credit score? Genuinely, I want to know. If I had to vote, I would say I do. I really don't care. Like, I genuinely do not care about their credit score. And let me break down exactly why I do not care about a credit score. And let me help you all understand why this really should not be a problem. Because let's really break down a credit score, okay? While I had the opportunity to work with Dave Ramsey, this is something that he teaches. And really, as I'm going and as I'm on teaching my own thing, I even see it more and I really understand exactly why this is important. But let's really break down what a credit score is. A credit score only tells you what date you paid back the money you borrowed. Okay, that's the first thing. It tells you what date you paid back. Are you paying it on time? Are you being a man or woman of your word on time? That's number one. Number two, how much money have you borrowed to purchase something? Uh-oh. Okay. So we're seeing the credit score is telling us how much money you've borrowed. Do you pay it back per the agreement? What else is it telling you? What kind of money have you borrowed? Is it a house? Is it a car? Is it a credit card? Is it a private loan? Is it a student loan? Wait a minute. Then it tells you how long you've been borrowing. Wait a minute. Like, listen to me. Your credit score doesn't tell you how much money you have in your bank account. The credit score doesn't tell you how much money you make a year. Your credit score doesn't tell you how much money this person has invested. Your credit score doesn't tell you if they just spent $500 on a Gucci purse. A credit score doesn't tell you, do they have an estate plan? Your credit score tells you nothing about where they are financially. It only tells you about how much they have when it comes to borrowed money, aka debt. A credit score rewards you because everyone says, I'd rather have an 800 credit score than $800 in my bank account. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I saw a post a few months ago. People's going viral over it, talking about, would you rather have an 850 credit score or $5 million in the account? I was like, man, give me $5 million. I don't care about no credit score. So she wouldn't date me. I remember when we went on a date, and this is right at the time I paid off all of my debt, y'all. Right at the time I paid off all of my debt. So when you pay off your debt, your credit score drops tremendously because you're closing all of your accounts. So she wouldn't date me because at the time my credit score was like that 510. So when she asked me that question, well, what's your credit score? I told her the truth. I have a 510. She didn't ask me, well, why's your credit score so low? I can tell she wasn't financially smart because a credit score is only gonna give you two things. Two things. It's gonna let you know, are they good at paying back their bills on time? Or two, do you even have any debt? Do you even have any debt? And when she asked me that question, y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. I was like, well, listen, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. We never went out on a second date. Never saw her again. We met at a function. I didn't even follow her on Instagram. I don't know who she is today. I couldn't even tell you like her. I know her first name, but I couldn't even tell you her last name. I couldn't tell you what's going on with her because by the end of that night, I was a little bit turned off because I was like, wow, she didn't even ask me why my credit score is that low. It was automatically assumed that I'm horrible with money because my credit score was low. When I want to help y'all understand this, man, that a credit score doesn't mean a high credit score doesn't mean you're successful. I've met several people who have an 850 credit score but can't even afford a $400 emergency cash. I've met several people with an 850 credit score and they're still living paycheck to paycheck. I've met several people who have an 800 credit score but living off of Social Security and can barely get by. I've met several people who got an 800 credit score, but in words of my grandfather, they don't have a pot to piss in. And for those of y'all asking why my credit score is so low, I literally just said it. Because if you understand anything about credit and you really understand money, the moment you start paying off everything, I mean this, everything, your credit score drops. So when she asked me why, she didn't even ask me why my credit score was low. She just said, hey, what's your credit score? I was like, man, it's like a 510, 515, something like that. Like I said it boldly, proud. I thought we were going to have a conversation. That's what I thought. I thought we were going to have a conversation, but sis pretty much X'd me out. She was like, bye. Bye. I was like, well, goodbye. Goodbye. Yo, Fortnite, you about to go bye-bye. Got time for this crap. I was like, bye. Renetta, I ain't got to explain nothing, darling. If you don't ask me the question, a follow-up question, it lets me know your intelligence. Like it lets me know your intelligence. If I'm having a conversation with someone, everyone who I date knows that, Anthony O'Neill is debt-free. I don't ask them how much debt that they're in. I don't care about that. I want to know, what's your financial IQ? Like, what's your thoughts around money? How do you see money? How do you receive money? What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? How? What are we doing? Where are we going? You guys, we're so focused on a daggone 800 credit score when not even 30% of American people can save and invest $1 million over 30 years so they can retire. But we want to stress everybody, go get an 800 credit score, but we don't want to stress everybody, yo, save your money, invest your money, so that way you can have a freedom account. So this way you can retire. Like we're stressing an 800 credit score. Man, I'm about to upset some people. I'm really about to upset some people. I got people who are so big on trying to get their kids an 800 credit score. Oh, man, I'm gonna put him as an authorized user on my account. Yo, you what? An 800 credit score? Man, go put $50 into a custodial IRA for him. Man, go put $50 into a 529. Give them some money. Don't give them a credit score that they can use to go get debt when they turn 18 or 19. No. No. It's like when I hear people with this, I'm like, man, your philosophy is off. You're training your kids the wrong way. And I'm so grateful I didn't date this young lady, because I'm like, I don't want to sit here and be raising my daggone kids and teaching my kids about a freaking credit score. No, we're going to put some money in their pocket. Listen to me, black people. Listen to me. We got to start positioning our kids to be wealthy. Wealthy. We have to start positioning them to be wealthy. Not in debt. Come on. So listen, I want to jump on here and just tell y'all, man, I really don't care about a daggone credit score. Because when I die, I can't pass down a credit score. I can't put my credit score inside of my estate plan. I can't put my credit score inside of my trust. I can't put my credit score inside of my savings account. You know, I can't. Now, here's what I would definitely say about a credit score. Having a low one is not wise. I would rather you have no credit score than a low credit score. Because a low credit score, oh my gosh, you're going to be paying all kind of deposits when you go to turn on your electricity, turn on your water. You're going to get the worst rate when you go to get your mortgage. And here's where I'm at now. At 40 years old, being debt free, as long as I've been debt free, I do have a credit score. And I have a credit score now, watch this, because I have a home. And my homes are in I financed them. So now my credit score is well above an 800, but I would never use it outside of real estate. I pay cash for my cars. I pay cash for everything else, man. I would never use it, you guys. And so when she walked out, I would never forget that. I would never forget that night. I looked at her, a beautiful woman, and my flesh was like, dang, you should tell her why you don't have a credit score. But then my spirit was like, no, the right woman who is a wife will ask you your thoughts around money. Your thoughts on, well, why is your credit score low? Like, are you working on it? What's your vision? What's your goals? Are you ambitious? Like, the right woman would have asked me that information, and I would have been able to explain my perspective on money and why I think the way that I think. I care more for financial freedom than an actual 3-digit number that is digital that doesn't impact me. in this season of my life. The world taught me, my parents taught me, hey, get a credit score. Keep your credit score cool. Keep your credit score good. But no one taught me, go open up an emergency fund. No one said, go open up an IRA. No one taught me how to go open up a mutual fund. No one taught me, go get a brokerage account. No one taught me the power of compound interest. Everyone told me, pay your bills on time, keep your credit card below 30–40%, so that way your DTI is low and you can finance things. No one told me how to get the money. Like, no one told me that. And I'm like, how come no one told me the most important thing? Because if I do the most important thing, I would naturally have a high credit score. 90% of us are not paying cash for our homes. So if you get into a home through manual underwriting, right, you're going to have an 800 credit score. You're not going to have a whole bunch of trade lines on there, but you're going to have an 800 credit score. So, I mean, if you really follow and really do the math and do it right, you're going to be straight. You are going to be straight. So listen, I just want to come on here real quick, talk to y'all about that, man, because I'm like, I really want to, you know, it's just like, I really do want to help you all understand, like genuinely help you all understand that I want you to focus. I don't want you to have a bad credit score, but I really want you to focus on the most important thing that matters. And that is true financial freedom. And one thing I have learned is that there is nothing like waking up in the morning and you don't have any debt. I'm sorry, Candy, for yelling at y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you are in a position to where you really want to learn more about finances, I want to encourage you to go to my website. I'll type it here. Go to anthonyoneil.com. Check that out. I have a lot of articles on there on how to build wealth, how to grow wealth, how to get out of debt. If you're looking for like a certified financial plan and a planner, a financial advisor, if you're looking for calculators on how long will it take you to get out of debt, how to start investing, etc. Man, I got a lot of good stuff for you that could really, really, really help you out. And so I want to encourage you to go check that out. You know, yeah, Dr. D, I'm just passionate about this message, man. Like I genuinely want people to get it, man, because I'm seeing people die at a young age. I'm seeing people stressed over finances. And I'm seeing the world stress credit score. I'm seeing the world stress things that really doesn't bring financial freedom. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to put this poll up there. And poll. How many of you all put a 1 in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if this is you. How many of you all genuinely? I'm not talking about a credit score right now. I'm talking about financial freedom. How many of you all honestly want to be completely debt free? Like no car payments, no credit card payments. You owe no man nothing, no student loans. Put a 1 in the chat if you completely want to be debt free. I mean, genuinely want to be debt free. Put a 2 in the chat if you are like, nah, I don't want to spend my money. I want to spend other people's money. I don't want to be debt free. You know, I'm curious because I'm meeting a lot of people now who are like, yeah, I'm number 2. I don't mind spending other people's money. You know, and so for me, I this is why I'm here, because I want to help you all get there. And as I'm learning and as I'm evolving and as I'm trying out different things, man, I'm super excited. I've even been trying out this app that that is a good app. I'm trying it out right now before I start promoting it, so I won't say the name of it yet. but there's an app out there. It's a new app to where it will help you build a credit score so you can get into a home a little bit easier. Manual underwriting is easy. I had no problem with it, but they do ask for more things if you do not have an established credit score. So now there's this app that helps you build a credit score because you're paying other bills. And so you're paying the bills through that app, and they report that to all three credit bureaus. So I've been trying it out for like 3 weeks. I want to see how it reports to my credit report, because you're not doing any debt, you're not borrowing any money, you're not doing anything. It's literally your money, just paying the same bill that you already have, but through their app. And they have like so many things on there, like Netflix, Hulu, cell phone companies. And I thought it was pretty interesting. So they asked me to try it out. I'm trying it out because I understand we're in a different day and time, right? And so if there is a way to where you can get a credit score higher without racking up any debt, so you can get into the real estate market, get you a home, get you a couple of investment properties, I'm all for that, because I want to help you get there. And so it is late. It's 10 o'clock. I just wanted to jump on here. But I love you all. And thank y'all for rocking with me so late. I won't do this again. I'm trying to get on here about 8:30, 9 o'clock when I'm doing lives. But I promise you this much. I promise you. I would rather you have a no credit score than a low credit score. But if you work my system and get into a home, you're going to have an 800 credit score. And I saw some of y'all say, man, how come I can't have both? How come I can't have a high credit score and be debt free? We can get you there if you rock with me. All right. So I love you all. God bless you. Thank you all so much for rocking with me tonight. This Friday, y'all, listen, I'm telling you right now, this Friday, my girl, Sarah Jakes Roberts, is on the show. And if y'all know anything about Sarah, man, Sarah Jakes is one of the only ones who can come on my show, and with love, like, we have a great conversation. And she kind of told me about myself on the show. So make sure y'all watch it. Sarah Jakes Roberts will be on the show this Friday. It'll premiere at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so it's going to be absolutely amazing. She asked me at the end, she's like, you gonna delete anything? I was like, nah, man. I mean, listen, I'm at an age to where it's like, I don't really care about people's opinion. I'm growing, I'm evolving, and it's good that you saw something, you called me out on it. Great, I know what I need to work on, so I'm absolutely enjoying this conversation. Candy, yeah, while she was in Maryland, she came by the studio and did the show. So man, I'm extremely, extremely excited to have her on the show this Friday. So tell your friends, check it out. It's gonna be amazing. I think the title of it is Sarah Jakes told me why I suck in relationships. Sarah Jakes told me why I suck in relationships. And I gotta be honest with you, I think Sarah nailed it on the head. And it was, and I didn't run from it. So, yo, this is gonna be a good one, y'all. I'll see y'all on Friday, and we'll be good. Y'all, some of y'all are asking me for the name of the app. Let me tell y'all, I can't tell you the name of the app but I am learning it, and especially in this influencer world. As soon as we get offered a check, we'll take it. And I love you all too much, and honestly, I want to help you all too much. And I want y'all to continue to be able to trust me. And so I've turned down some things that just didn't feel right. And so I would definitely like to say, just give me some time. Give me a couple of months. Let me try it out. Let me make sure it's legit and it's working. And we'll have a good time. I promise you. As soon as I try it out. All right, y'all, love you. Do me a favor before you leave. Can you hit that thumbs up for me? Give me some thumbs up, and I'll see y'all on Friday. Peace out.